Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Dogs will kick this away to start us off. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backfield.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Dropping back. It's Rashada. Makes a quick catch. And he's tackled after the catch. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kurt, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. And the Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On the ground, it's Daniels. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Oh, there's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a third down and short. At 3rd and 2, it looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Florida. This quarterback on fire today. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to pass. It's Rashada. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Bulldogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
The Florida offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down here to 26. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Georgia 8.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
There's the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. 1st down here for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That's reeled in. It's Tuggle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this 1st down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Linebacker shifting around now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's a short completion of the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this 1st down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good bats.
The ball is loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. Here's the 2nd down play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And there's the handoff. Running with purpose. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He makes the grab. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Important second down play coming up. Here's that defense shifting again. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Short pass finds the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The Dogs will look to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Breaking ankles with the spin move. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. To the air. It's Rashada. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They'll tackle him right at the 31. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And looking to throw now on first down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The linebacker shifting around now. Caught on the outside. It's Tuttle. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Georgia now operating in the red zone. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass. It's Rashada. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
The sure hands. It's Frazier. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back. It's Rashada. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Tuggle. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield. It's Rashada. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They're going to run it here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Bulldogs will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Georgia.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away.
14.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Rashada. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not a long return, but the important thing to pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. It's a run to the left. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And the Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll feed the back again. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Gators are in the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete. They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Florida. This offense really clicking. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Georgia, 20.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Humphreys. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
And that's a first down. That's the end of the third quarter. 20.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And he drops back in the gun. On the run here. Lets it go. And that pass falls incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
And the wideout goes in motion. Scanning the field. It's Rashada. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. And they could take the lead on this field goal. What a moment in this kicker's career. So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using his legs, it's Daniels. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. This one ends up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Running it back, it's Griffin.
Returner brings it out to the 42. And your Georgia Bulldogs will take over. First and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it for a big gain. Poked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Trying to extend the play. They'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance and it backfired?
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. He goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Tailback takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Gators. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to scramble. He makes the catch. A successful 2-point conversion. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This one will be fair caught. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. But they got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Looking for some space. It's Frazier. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. To throw, it's Rashada. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
He's moving out of the pocket. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Going for his running back. Grab down the middle. It's Frazier. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds his man. It's Frazier. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep his scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this.
When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gamecocks will put total leather and we'll get started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Finds his man down the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He makes a catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out fast.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the left. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Now on second down after the incompletion. From the gun to give, looking for room. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Buys a little extra time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 11, set to advance on the football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown Gamecocks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 7.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes. Need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Dumps it off in the flats. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, South Carolina 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. You thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Throws to the wideout. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In a sudden change situation offensively, that's when you like to take shots. The defense just jogs out on the field. Let's see if we can catch him napping, take a shot. Great job in the back end covering to force the incompletion.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Finds his tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. On target over the middle. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implication.
Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Caught near the sticks. It's Dixon. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. With the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Set sail out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. if they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, is to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Oh, how did he make that move? And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play in there inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Barrels ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Running back the ball carries. Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will give them the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle. Because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The Gamecocks get it past the sticks.
Hey, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations. Shooting up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that puts you in a bad situation as a defensive.
And the ball squirted out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Power football with the run. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. On the ground. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farrell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On second down, looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You'd be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They'll go back to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. He wants to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Michigan! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Complete to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking to scramble. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Still looking on the move. He chucks one out to the right. And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 24 to Southern Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Off play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hit.